Mason shared with three-way calls. It is the third-party call responsibility to collect that yes or no answer for you. That is why you called them. I am an amazing speaker. I learned how to speak well. I don't even prospect my own friends and family members. I always make sure I call Ness or Reese or someone else and make them collect the yes or no answer. This is why. Your family, your friends know you for you. They have known you for years. This is not you to them. So there's no way on earth you're going to collect that answer and they're going to take you seriously. But one thing they will do is trust you. Would you agree? So if you go edify your upline and you make that person like the best thing since sliced bread, they're going to leave everything out your mouth, right? And now them, all they know about them is what you told them, which means they have the respect of you and the education that you placed on them or the education you placed on them. So now when they say yes or no, they're like, if I need to work with you, I'm in. So allow them to collect that yes or no answer for you. Once your person says yes, do not hesitate. Start the sign-up process. As your upline is talking to them, or as a presenter speaker, you need to have your phone or your laptop, your tablet, whatever it is, on your website with their first and last name in it if you know it already. The idea is every person you encounter is signing up. Now, you don't think anything different. Henry Ford said, either you think you can or you can't, you're always right. So they're going to sign up. I'm right. Let's get them started. I don't know if they're going to sign up and just sit around and wait for a second. Stupid. The next thing, once you start the sign-up process, don't say nothing. Just look. Be quiet. If you can't walk away, then stare at them. Because at that point in time, understand, the first person to speak is the one that loses. You see, if I'm like, you ready to get started, I'm giving you the stuff, you're going to Look, am I really doing this? Hell yeah, let's go. We're going to Miami, you're not coming with me? And that's what starts. See, you want to get to that point where they speak first because then that's where you get to overcome objections. Now understand the key to overcoming objections is conversation, not confrontation. Understand the difference in that. Conversation, not confrontation. We're not arguing here. See, when it's time to overcome objections, what you want to do is overcome the objection, not oversell the product. So like, I don't know, like, what you got tax by? You got the finance? You listen, they watched the video, they heard someone speak. Don't repeat anything. They were already bored out their mind when they heard us up here speaking. Do not go back and bore them again. Do not run at them out. They heard the information once, one time is enough. Would you agree? You go to a job interview. They say you're going to get $10 an hour. How many times do you have to repeat that? None, right? You remember that quickly. They told you your job is to clean toilets and sweep the floors. How many times they got to repeat that? None. You heard that once was enough, right? It's the same thing here. The information is sent out there one time. Don't repeat, don't reshare, don't re-show. You got the information. Now it's time to overcome the objections. Well, I don't know if I have time to do it. All right, well, listen, we put it any time. How much could you say minimum a week? Maybe 2 hours. Perfect. Ready to get started? There's no such thing as not enough time. If we got time to text while we're using the bathroom, we got time to send out links, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's the mindset you want to play into. Overcome the objection, not oversell the product. Don't tell them about, oh, when we get your 3 and they get their 3, they already heard it. You're overcoming the objection, not the product, all right? The next thing you want to do is create a fear of loss. Listen, I understand if you got to think about it, but understand I'm about to walk out this door right now, and I already got us ready to get started. I'm heading over there next. And this guy, he's telling me he's ready to get started, he's created a list, and we're about to go show his people immediately. You understand that you're about to miss out on a huge opportunity if this guy signs up before you, right? Because that's a possibility of me placing him under you or you going under him. And he benefits off of everything you do versus you benefit off of everything he does. But you think about it, I'll see you later. Whoa. I create that fear of loss. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. Alright? And the next thing you want to do, guys, you got to stand strong behind your product, your company. In other words, posture up. Don't let anyone, and I mean anyone, down you, talk down about you or anything that you're doing. Don't let them tell you it's a scam and you think you're going to sit there and stand for it. So we all know Kanye said this way, right? You don't got all the answers. No. You don't. And they don't either. My father's a doctor, makes great money. I'd be damned if he's going to say something about management. You work in medicine, I work in retail. You save people, I help people buy stuff. You can't tell me how to make someone spend more money than I can tell you how to protect someone's heartbeat. Will you agree? Yeah. Just because they're educated doesn't mean they're educated in your field. There's a difference in that. Ain't nobody is going to go work for somebody unless you ain't tell me I'm stupid for working for myself. You're just as dumb for listening to them. And you got to posture up and you got to stand like that because at the end of the day, guys, we're here to play yes and no's, right? But when it comes down to it, if the person continues to ask all the wrong answers and not the right answers, you got to make that decision to say, you know what, I don't need you, you're disqualified. I don't want you here. See, a guy can come up to me and he can ask me a million questions. But the first question comes out wrong, I'm going to correct him before he gets to question number 2. If the first question is, so what if someone quits? I'm going to say, then you gotta get someone else. But let me tell you something, before you ask me the next question, you gotta ask me a question that revolves around how you can make money and not how you're gonna lose money. See, because I already know the mindset that you're in. I'm not gonna force anyone to do this. And I'm a firm believer because I promise you I can convince anybody to do anything I want. I will sell reading glasses to the blind, and they will buy it and think it's the best sunglasses out there. I promise that. But if I can convince you to do this, that means I have to convince you to work, which means I have to actually go put in a headache. We all working here. Who wants another headache outside of their job? Nobody, right? So don't go sign someone for a headache now because you think, oh, it's going to create what you need to get to the next level. Like they've already said, get them started, get their list, run through the list without them. That's what you do. We're here to sign people up. If we can't sign them up, let's get their list and go right away. Is there any questions? I said a lot of things really, really quickly, just so we can do some role playing. I want you to give me your best shot. There are some objections that's happened to you that I can counter real quick so that you can learn from this.
What got you motivated to be awake?
What got me motivated to be awake up now? Nothing. I got motivated to stop working for somebody. I'm a general manager, like I said, I work 60, 75 hours a week. I'll be a DM within the next 12 months if I continue. So it wasn't like I don't have success already where I am, but I understand that the one thing that they're always going to give me is money, but the one thing they're always going to take from me is my time. And because of all the sacrifices I made to be successful, because we all understand to be successful, we have to make sacrifices, it all came from my child, and not spending time with her. My next level, they moved me out of New York. Her mom and I are together, that means I have to leave her behind. So what I thought was necessary sacrifices to get to success is now going to turn into neglect, and that was good.
Yes, God.
Alright, so any questions towards overcoming objections?
Real quick,
You
said you get the list and run with it before, like, so you mean like, you get a list and start calling the big people before, without them or whatever?
Yeah, like Xavier explained, it's not a hobby. This is another source of income. You treat it like a hobby, it's going to cost you like a hobby. You treat it like a job, it'll pay you like a job. You treat it like a business, you create a system, and it does the work for you. See? So, as soon as they sign up, make a list. I'll do it tomorrow. Hell no, do it right now. If you want to be successful, you're going to do it right now. There's no way if I'm signing you up to fail. Because you're not going to tell me it didn't work when you're not working. Make a list. Make it, get started.
What I'm trying to say is this, so boom, I get my list, right? So say if I get, because that's one thing I noticed a lot of my team, like, they get their list.
Okay, no, but I gotta ask that question again. I'm sorry for short of time. But I get what you're saying. When you get the list, you want 20 people, their name, number, and their relationship to that person. So when you're contacting them, you say, so I heard your cousin, such and such, such and such. Anybody got an objection towards closing? So I know there's ladies in the room. 60% of my team is women, so I know one time I know a lot of women have the issue of showing their people, and the guys only want to sign up for them or not wanting anything to do with them. Is that a problem with the other ladies in this room? No? No women have this issue? Damn, is this an attraction thing? Oh, they don't want to raise their hand. Alright, check this out. This is what I taught my girls to say, and this is what has been working. And it's just the honest God truth. Do not change who you are because you got in business. If you've always been known as a comedian in the cloud, do not try to turn around to your friends and be serious. They already know something's wrong. Stay the person you are. Women, if you're flirty, stay flirty. Don't change it. I'm being serious. Don't change it. If you send emojis behind everything, continue sending emojis behind everything. Understand, when it's time to deliver the business, you deliver the business. When they say, well, I'm only here for you, then you say simply, listen, right now, I am not looking for a relationship. But at the same time, if you sign up, I have to work with you, and no one knows what can happen. And honestly, it's the honest God truth. Because anyone's ever worked in business, you understand? You understand that if you work with people, there's a chance that you could become attracted to them. That is just the honest God truth. You're not lying, you're not leaving one. You run with the business or whatever, you have no attraction to them, so what? They come after you again, you remind them. Listen, I told you I'm not interested in anything right now, I'm only focused on my business. They quit, you know, so what? You already got their down on you, keep moving.
Ooh.
See, one thing I'm going to remind you is no matter how many shots they throw at you, how many punches and jabs they give you, at the end of the day, we win. Because we're going to stand strong, because we're going to stand strong, we're going to make sure they understand that you're going to look for me, not me looking for you. See, there's people that tell me no now, and still like my pictures on Instagram, and they're not like me, and they're like, yo, you going out to Miami? I'm proud of you. Yeah, well, I'm not proud of you, you're dumb. You should join me. Alright, guys, so listen. Like Jason said, I'm not telling you this is easy, guys, but it is worth it in the end. Give it all you got, go hard with it. And that's all my information. You can need my Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. My YouTube channel is full of training videos, like forming, prospecting, and everything else that helps people get started. So please take the information.